Home Buyer Education, Section 6, Shopping for a Home. What to shop for and who can help. Who's who in Oklahoma real estate? Real estate brokers, real estate sales professionals, or consultants, real estate licensees. A broker is licensed by the state, practices through a brokerage firm. Sales personnel are licensed and must work under supervision of the broker. This person is the agent of the broker. Realists are members of the National Association of Real Estate Brokers. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. All brokers have mandatory duties and responsibilities which may not be waived or abrogated. Treat all parties with honesty, exercising reasonable skill and care. Inform in writing the party for whom it is providing services when an offer is made. Keep informed the party for whose services are performed. Timely accounting for all money and property. Disclose information pertaining to the property required by the Residential Property Condition Disclosure Act. Timely accounting for all money and property received by the broker. Comply with all requirements of the Oklahoma Real Estate License Code. When working with both parties for a transaction, these duties remain in place for both parties. What real estate professionals can do for you. Help determine how much house you can afford. Review your needs and preferences and find potential properties. Give you written sheets and show photos and web pages about potential properties. Make arrangements with sellers and show you houses that interest you. Provide information about the house, including size and average utility bills. Give information about the neighborhood, taxes, schools, and public services. Suggest possible lenders. Help coordinate inspections, appraisals, and closing. Paying for real estate professionals' services. Traditionally, real estate brokers are paid a commission. If two licensees are involved, they split the commission. Real estate brokers may charge fees in addition to the commission. Some sellers seek to avoid paying commission by doing an FSBO, for sale by owner. Ways to find a real estate broker. Ask someone who's purchased recently for a referral. Ask around in groups you belong to. Someone may be a broker. Go through open houses or parades of homes and talk to real estate professionals. Notice names of salespersons on signs in the neighborhoods you like. Ways to check on a real estate professional. Ask for references. Check with the state's Real Estate Commission for any records of problems. Check with your local Better Business Bureau. What to look for in a real estate professional. An interest in your needs. A willingness to work with you until your needs are fulfilled. Someone familiar with the area that interests you. Someone who has experience in your price range. A sense of professionalism. Professional affiliations and designations. Good references from recent buyers. Questions to ask. How long have you been selling real estate? Are you in real estate full-time? How many home sales did you participate in last year? What is the average price of the homes you sold last year? Being a good client. Remember, most real estate professionals get paid only when a sale is made. Make sure you tell your representative any extra steps that may be involved. There's room for a lot of confusion because each property has a sale representative. Being a smart client. Remember, you are in charge. Things to consider when telling a real estate consultant what you want. Neighborhoods have a life cycle. Never let a real estate professional direct you to a particular neighborhood. Deciding what you want. Remember to involve everyone in the household. Things to consider: inside the house, exterior features of the house. When determining possible neighborhoods that interest you, drive around. Research price ranges and opportunities in the newspaper. Check out internet sites for the area. Browse through open houses. Consider what you can afford. Housing costs should be around 35% of your take-home pay. New versus existing houses. Existing house advantages. Existing house disadvantages. New house advantages. New house disadvantages. Manufactured housing. To finance as real estate. The best approach may be to handle as a new construction. Most first-time home buyers purchase existing houses. Types of homes: single-family dwelling, duplex, tripleplex, or fourplex, 2, 3, or 4 attached residences on the same lot. Condominiums: you own the home and a portion of the common areas. Cooperatives: a group of residences where you own shares. Special considerations: accessibility. Consider when you are shopping how accessible your house is. Is there a ground level entry door? If not, can a ramp be built? Are outside doors 36 inches wide? Are the halls at least 36 inches wide? Are there bedrooms on the main entry level, or are they all upstairs? Are electrical outlets 18 inches off the floor? Is there room to maneuver with a walker or wheelchair in the bathrooms? Are there walls built in a way that support rails can be added? Hazards: lead-based paint. Asbestos fibers inhaled into the lungs can cause cancer. Mold and mildew. Abandoned oiled fields, tanks, and pipelines are common in Oklahoma. Radon is a colorless, odorless gas found naturally in rocks. Attractive nuances: open water, creeks, rocks, cliffs, wildlife, livestock, pools, etc. Making an offer: the first real commitment. Deciding it's the house for you. Ask for the residential property disclosure or disclaimer for the property. A disclosure or disclaimer is required by Oklahoma law on all real estate sales. You must receive it prior to signing a contract of sale. Review it carefully and take a second look at any items of interest. Go back and look a second time at houses you think you want to purchase. Take a list of things the inspector looks for. Review your wants and needs. Estimate expenses for repairs and replacements. Estimate utilities and maintenance. Double check the neighborhood. Is it well maintained? What are property values doing? Does it have the services you want? Deciding what to offer. Houses have a lot of different prices and values. The listing asking price, the buyer's price range, the sale price, market value, appraised value, assessed value. You must balance what you can afford and the best guess of what the seller will accept. Need to assess who will pay for accessibility modifications. Specify when modifications can be made to the property in the contract. Objective value is the market or appraised value determined by the appraiser. Appraisal not be done until after you make the offer. Try to approximate it. Calculate price per square foot of similar houses and compare. Remember, the lender won't loan more than a percentage of an appraised value. Submitting the offer and counter offers. Purchase offer is a legally binding contract between the buyer and seller, usually done through real estate professionals who have standardized forms. Buyer and seller do not usually negotiate directly. If no real estate professionals are involved, hire an attorney. Sellers' representatives cannot help negotiate, but can fill out contracts. Transaction representatives cannot help negotiate, but can fill out contracts. A buyer's representative works to get the best deal for you, can help you negotiate. What offers include? Contingency clauses describe conditions that must be met for the sale. Response time. The seller must answer the offer by a specified time. Seller responses. Seller may sign and accept the offer. Seller may make a counteroffer. Federal Fair Housing Act. Fair housing, fair insurance. The Federal Fair Housing Act prohibits taking any action or making any decision in the sale of a house based on race, color, national origin, religion, sex, familial status, or handicap. Things prohibited: refusing to negotiate a sale, making housing unavailable, discriminating in the appraisal of the dwelling, offering different terms or conditions of the loan, refusing to make a loan, refusing to provide information on loans, refusing to sell to someone who has made a bona fide offer, discriminating in residential real estate transactions or brokerage services. Exemptions from the Fair Housing Act. A single-family dwelling being sold by the owner with the following provisions. Once in a 24-month period. Owner does not own more than 3 single-family dwellings at a time. Owner has no interest in the proceeds from the sale of more than 3 units at once. House is sold without help from any agent, salesperson, employee, real estate professional. House is sold without publishing, posting, or mailing any ad or written notice that violates the Fair Housing Act. Rooms or units in buildings housing no more than 4 families if the owner actually lives in the building. Non-commercial building owned by a religious entity or controlled in conjunction with a religious entity may give preference to persons of the same religion if the religious group does not limit membership by race, color, or national origin.